Hello guys, my name is Henry and I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to our course SPSS for data analysis. So kindly subscribe, comment, share and turn on the notification bell to be able to motivate me to keep pushing this data analysis course, and we shall cover this course in numerous tutorials, or I'll keep updating them, so always tune in. So today we shall look at the introduction. Statistical package for the social sciences is the full name of SPSS. Primarily, the audience of SPSS are academic researchers. So it is more user-friendly, it's a point-and-click application. It can save syntax, can able to interpret data from experiments. In general, SPSS is still popular with its easy-to-use interface, saving and using syntax. So when we open our SPSS, that's the way it looks like. So we need to first set up our working options before we can continue with it. So in our edit tab, we can able to go to options. So in these options, we can able to change the general tab, could change the measurement systems, change it from inches to millimeters, centimeters. Then here we could change the mode to standard, would apply, press OK. So now it has changed to the standard mode. So you could still edit these other tabs according to your desired preferences. Then still in the view tab, you could edit So going to the variable view tab, when you come to view, you could still customize the view tab. So if you want to hide some of the columns in the view tab, you would be able to edit it from the view tab edit. So you could just press it back again. So still these other tabs, we shall be using them along our course. So SPSS comes with already a user file, already a saved file. So from file, we go to our data welcome dialog. We have sample files which come along with the software. So we could be able to use some of these sample files to be able to move this introduction. So we could look at the .sav file. So we could open this one here. So this is the data view and the variable view. So this changes between the variable views, the dummies and the labels. That is what this table shows. So it gives you the value labels and again gives you the representative dummy levels. So this is data which was collected about ships. So SPSS has 3 windows. It has the data view, variable view, and the output window. So when you run any analysis, the output window comes up. So if you say we look at frequency Then we run its analysis. So this is the analysis, the output window. So the output window will always give us the results to use. So if we can always use this button to go back to our data windows. So we could cancel it here, the data view window. So SPSS works with like a questionnaire. So these are the numerous coding numbers in our data view. So in this course, we shall be looking at how do we insert data in SPSS, doing basic simple analysis like demographics, descriptive statistics, probability analysis, correlation, regression, and other forms of analysis to analyze quantitative data. So basically, we shall be looking at analysis of quantitative data, not qualitative data. So after understanding your questionnaire, you could be able to move to the SPSS sheet. So you have to use Google Scholar to find items to insert into your questionnaire. So here in the variable view, these are some of the few items that were inserted in this SHIPS questionnaire. So the variable view has name, width, decimal, labels. So the most important here to set, you must set the name. So the first name here was typed, and no spaces are allowed. So when inputting, you have to use the underscore as used here to write long names, or you could use abbreviations. Then you have to use the label area here to add more descriptions to your name. So if your operation, so this gives us a more description of the operation. So values are the second most important part. As you could see here, there are already some values which are already depicted. That one represents a, so this is the Likert scale of measurement, where some values are used to as dummy values for other values. So if we come back to our data view and look at this one, it's already has, so 60 represents 1962 here. So if we go back 1960, it's 1964. So if we go to our data view and we go turning on our value labels, so you see it is 1960, 64. So when we turn back the new labels, the 60 comes here. So that's how the values help us. So these values will be used in the computation to represent the dummies which have been used in case. So for example, if you had, if it was gender, you could use a value for say 1 to represent male and 2 to represent female. So here, the level of scale helps us to identify the data measurement. So nominal, these are arbitrary labels for data. There is no mathematical ranking if we were to use nominal. So in this case, nominal was used as a measure for type. So since we couldn't rank these types of the ships, then ordinal is used when ranking is allowed. No measurable meaning to the number references. So this one could work for, say, the levels. So since you already given it values here, we are trying to rank these numerous values here. So this could work for a satisfaction rating, or the mood, or the level of education. So that's when you could use ordinal. Then scale is used for when there is a meaningful difference. So months of service, there could be a meaningful difference, as well as for the following items in our questionnaire. So that is why scale was used here. Still, you could always change it from here, but in this case, we shall maintain the scale. So next, in our data view here, we could be able to insert our data into these cells, as we shall be able to insert in our next lectures. So the names in the columns in the data view, these numbers, say 1, these numbers represent the number of questionnaires. So in this case, over 40 questionnaires were used to gather the data, which shows the number of people, the questionnaires which people could have filled. So when inserting the data, you should always go back to the questionnaire to be able to insert the exact and the original data collected in your research. So still you would still collect your responses using Google Forms or Excel to be able to import this data into SPSS. So that's it for now. See you in the next session. For now, it's a bye.